12, the Tyrone Shorter Show here on PowerCatsTV. I'm your host, Robbie Donahoe. It is playoff time now. Regular season is over. Your Wildcats defeated Kosciuszko last Friday night. An impressive win, 55-7. We welcome your head coach of the Wildcats, Tyrone Shorter. And, Coach, I think that's probably the most comprehensive, victory we've had all season long. Offense, defense, special teams, well, maybe not special teams, but overall, I think you can say that that's the kind of win we've been looking for.
Yeah, it was. But our special team played decent. We missed a couple of extra points, but that's okay. I mean, we corrected some things on that. But like I say, our offense and our defense, and they've been playing really well these last few weeks, and that's where we want to be going into these playoffs. We want to be playing really good football at this time. So we are, and we feel really good about heading into the playoffs.
One thing about the defense I think they're excited about this week is they get to play a spread team. Yeah. I think all the talk has been about, my God, play all these teams that run the ball. Now you play a spread team. So when you play against so many different teams, what does it do for your defense when you play against multiple looks, whether it's spread, triple option, whatever it is?
I like it because we can handle anything, no matter what we haven't seen on film or with a team. If they come out with a spread, they come out with a wing tee, they come out with a triple option, we'll be prepared for it because we've seen so many different offenses throughout the year. And that's a good thing by playing so many bigger schools, because you get so many different offenses, and our defense is prepared to play against any offense, and it can be a spread, it can be a wing tee, it can be a West Point, straight tee, straight eye. So we can adjust to just about any offense, and that's what makes us so versatile on defense, because we can adapt to any offense that people give us.
Speaking of the defense, I think the secondary probably put in one of their better performances of the season this past week. I know it's not against a passing team, but when you have a secondary that, they've at times been picked on a little bit, especially with long balls, but the fact that they were able to step up and play against a team that has an SEC caliber receiver and basically limit them to very little in the passing game.
Yes, our secondary is very young. Last year we lost everybody in the secondary, and we got some young pieces, and I think those young guys are going to be really good in the future, but they need to grow up now. It's time to grow up, because throughout these playoffs, I think the teams that lined up to play, we lined up to play, are going to be spread teams. So we're going to have to come up big, and we're going to have to use different people in our secondary to be prepared for the offense we're about to face moving forward.
We now welcome in, we're calling our Players of the Week from the secondary, a lockdown secondary from last Friday. Kosciuszko couldn't do much through the air, and that's because of these three guys right here. Tyrell Tins, Frankie Johnson, and Joshua Nunn, our Players of the Week. Butta, I'm going to start with you. How about that secondary, man? They were impressive last Friday.
We just go get out there, man. You feel me? Just got to get to it. We just lock up, work hard at practice. Secondary, we JackBoyz. Keep it right.
I know y'all haven't really played a ton of passing teams this year, a lot more running teams. So when you play against a team like Kosciuszko that wants to run the ball a little bit more, what's your mindset going into a game like that?
My mindset, just if they ain't passing, go get some action on the running plays. You feel me? Pursuit to the ball. The coaches love that, pursuit to the ball. So just if they run the ball, I'm going down to hit. If they throw it, I'm gonna pick it. Regardless, well, we gonna pick it. It's not our intent. We gonna pick it.
Rankivius, I know you've been moving around between linebacker and DB the last couple of years. Now you kind of settled in at that other cornerback spot. What has it been like, that transition for you going from linebacker to DB?
I feel like I'm an athlete. I feel like I can play anything. To be a great athlete, a great football player, you got to play multiple positions. You don't never know when your player finna get hurt. You got to step up. And I take that. It been hard. I want to say it happened. I had a lot of rough games. But I got my brothers with me. They always keep my head up when I feel down. Well, I love these boys, man.
I like it. I know Jay Nunn's one of the lockdown corners. You're the other one. What's the key to being a lockdown island corner?
Patience.
Patience. Explain that. What goes into patience?
You just can't jump to it. Like, how I'm trying to put there. You just can't jump to it. You're just patient. Watch everybody's footstep, because you don't know what a receiver doing. I don't think you know it. I gotta be right there. Only thing you can do.
Very good. All right, Jay Nunn, you got that pick last week. I know it was a long time coming for you, but what was it like? I mean, you told me after the game you were praying for that before the game, and it happened. So go through that whole thing that happened for you.
Yeah, first off, I just want to give a shout out to my D-line for getting good pressure on the quarterback to make him make that decision. Like I said before, after I told you after the game, I prayed to God for the interception for the game, so he just blessed me.
Are you so mad you didn't get in the end zone? Because it looked like you were on your way there. I know.
Man, I could have scored on that one, man.
So you're one of the newcomers in this secondary.
Yes,
you're a
sir.
starter now at DB. How has it been like transitioning in with some of these guys? I know Butter's a new guy too, but just how's it been transitioning into this new defense?
When your turn, you never know when your number going to be called, so you just got to wait. Keep grinding, never keep your head down. Always keep your head up and just wait for your number to be called.
Love that mindset.
you said
That's
something.
awesome.
You said something.
All right, Butter, playoffs, Friday. What changes? Is there anything that changes from week one?
We like everything changed. We more focused, more aggressive. Got to get mentally to it. Can't have our head nowhere else. We got to stay here. We ain't trying to go home on senior night. Not for the seniors. Can't do that.
Speaking of which, senior night, his final game. So, Rankivius, what's going through your mind this is your last go-around. You got to make sure that you do this right your last time.
Only thing going to my mind is getting that ring. I need another one. I like the ice on my hand. You feel me? You feel me?
I like it. Awesome. All right, this secondary, we started calling you all the JackBoyz last year with KD, John Tay, Marcus, guys like that. They're keeping the tradition alive this year for sure. So Tyrell Timms, Rankivius Johnson, Jay Nunn, Joshua Nunn, our players of the week. Guys, we appreciate the time. Good luck on Friday.
Appreciate it.
We now welcome back in Coach Shorter. And, Coach, is this team where you want them to be right now going into the postseason?
It is. I like the guys' attitudes. I like their energy. They've been talking all week. It's playoff time to step it up a notch. And that's where we want them to be. Like I told our coaches on Sunday meeting, the coaches got to step it up. The players got to step it up. And we're where we want to be. I think our offense is really, really firing on all cylinders now. Our defense been playing really well all year, and our special team is really good too. So all three phases of the ball game, we feel good about it.
When you face a team for a second time in a season, I know as a coach you hate that. Like, you only want to play each team once, but now you face a Yazoo City team that you beat earlier in the season, same place, same kickoff time. It's going to be brutally cold on Friday, but how do you get a team up, and how do you prepare a team to get ready to play against a team that you already defeated rather handedly?
Well, our kids understand that this is the playoffs, and anything can happen in the playoffs, and you have to treat the playoff game a little different than the regular season because, you can't have a bad game. You can't have a bad game now. And our kids, they know that, we played Yazoo early in the year, but that don't mean anything now. Obviously, they're a better football team because they made the playoffs. And everybody that make the playoffs, are decent at this time of year. So we going into these playoffs saying everybody's equal. Everybody's 0-0 right now, record 0-0. So we preparing for this game like we never seen Yazoo, and we just gonna take one game at a time, and we're gonna focus on Yazoo, and they showing a lot of different things on film than they did week 6. So the things that they doing now is different from earlier in the year. So it's a little different.
Last question. Are you excited?
Yes,
I know it's a simple question, but are you excited going into this thing?
I am. I'm excited. Like I told our coaches on Sunday, I've been around football for a long time, and I know a championship team when I see one. And this is a championship team because we are really good offensively. We balance, and that's what makes you good on offense. And defense, it's been, one of the better defense I ever been around. So, and that's saying a lot. So. We feel good, and we got a good punter. A lot of people take a punter for granted. We have a good punter and a great defense, so you're gonna have an opportunity to be in every ball game. So I'm excited about the postseason. I can't wait to get started. And like I said, we're gonna take one game at a time. And these Wildcats, I'm telling you, we're just gonna take one at a time, and I like our chances.
I think everyone likes our chances going into this. Defending state champs, we're going to get everyone's best shot from here on out, as it always is. Playoff time. We'll take on Yazoo City Friday night, 7 o'clock at RE Hinze Stadium. Make sure you were there for that game. And you gave an impassioned speech after that win over Kosciuszko that I don't think anyone's heard yet. But coming up Thursday morning, we're going to put out our playoff promo. You're going to get a chance to hear it. And he says, playtime's over, which is my favorite line because now it's time to really get ratcheted up for this big-time postseason run. So that does it for Week 12 of the Tyrone Shorter Show. For Tyrone Shorter, I'm Robbie Donahoe. We thank you for watching. We'll see you Friday night for the playoffs kick off.